we starting?
Okay, we're starting. Here we go.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I'm getting reckless now.
We're losing everything. Well,
That'll sound real
welcome
nice.
to another episode of Someone Hang Out With Us.
Yes, welcome.
Let's
Here we
cheers. We should.
Cheers.
All right, ready? Drink as fast as you can.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that was too much.
Okay.
For everyone listening at home, we just drank beer. I realized in the last episode we weren't really explaining anything when we were quiet.
No, we weren't. We were just mysteriously mixing drinks, and I don't even know what it sounded like on the actual podcast itself. I was listening to it, and it was just mysterious clicking noises, and it sounded like a babbling brook a little bit.
Honestly, I didn't listen to it at all. I just have secondhand embarrassment when I see myself do anything, and also I'm not a professional entertainer like Miss Michelle is, so
Could I put that on my LinkedIn?
yeah, you should.
Professional entertainer.
You should also put had newsworthy hair on October 24th because you look like a newscaster right now.
Thank you. I got my haircut today.
Oh.
My girl Lori, she blew it dry for me and curled it for no extra charge. She was just like, "Oh, I'll just curl it."
That had to be it.
So
That had to be it. Do you go somewhere expensive?
well, I go to. Can I say where I go on this? Are we promoting them if I say where I go?
No.
Oh, okay. I go to Beyond the Fringe. It's in Hillsborough on Triangle Road by CVS. And
Love that CVS.
my mom goes there, so I started going there. I got an email from them for 50% off. So I actually only paid $28 for my haircut today.
That's too... man, mine are $45, and on the pricing
That's
list...
even good. That's good.
But
for
the
a
place
haircut.
where I go, the price list is lots of work.
Oh my god.
For
oh my god.
$50... Oh my god. Michelle's
My beer is,
about to
overflowing.
overflow. Yeah, the place I go, it's $50 if you have a lot of hair, $48 for less, and it's level system, and the least amount is
Yeah, I don't like that.
$40, and the second amount's $42, and the third amount's $45, and I have no hair. I should be paying $42.
Yes.
Don't you think? Not $45. And
Yeah.
$3 makes a difference because you leave a tip. So
It does. Yeah. No, it's true. And I don't like the whole I can't. I mean, I guess I could control how long my hair is, but
no, you can't.
it seems unfair.
Can you?
Well, I could just cut it all off and then not pay a lot when I go to get it cut, but I don't know. It just seems unfair.
Oh, well, when
Yeah.
I was in LA, every place was $120, non-negotiable. You want a trim, it's $120. You want to go to Sam's Cuts and get an $8 haircut, really, it's $120. You know,
Yeah.
everything is so expensive, and man,
Yeah, that's not right.
they try to rip you off.
I would go in Boston, but I would only go to this place that gave me a student discount. So, it was fine. But I did go, when I cut all my hair off sophomore year, I had, really long hair, and then I cut it to probably, here.
Mm-hmm.
It was, above my shoulders. I was like, I'm cutting my hair and changing my lifestyle. And I was like, I'm going to go to a nice place and get it cut. And they did it where, each stylist is a different amount, and you never know who you're going to get. So you don't know, what they're going to charge you. So you really don't know what you're paying until you get up there at the counter, and they're like, oh, it's $75. And,
I hate that.
I had, the introductory rate, and I was like, who does this rate apply to? Give me that person. I don't care who they are. Give me the cheapest one you have. But
It must
it's just,
apply-
rude. If you don't really realize that they're doing that,
Yeah.
how do you plan?
I don't know. And you know what? I'm realizing now, we have a camera in front of us for the people who are only listening, but I forgot to flip the screen around.
So we...
I'm not really sure if we're recording.
If it's
and I'm
working.
gonna do that.
We'll double check.
Oh yeah, the red dot's on.
Oh,
Can
good.
you see it good?
I can see it pretty good.
People get
All right.
mad at me when I say stuff like, "Oh, it was." You did that really good, but it's a family thing, because I used to be like, oh yeah, it went really well, and have proper grammar,
Yeah.
and then I think it was one of my sisters would always be like, you did so good to me.
So you were like, that's right.
No, not for the purpose of doing that, but it ended up being that's how I talk now.
Yeah.
I think it's less harsh
Yeah.
than being like, oh, you did so well. Good for you. You know?
Yeah, you did good.
You did good.
You done good.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Anyway, do you have any fun stories to tell?
Not particularly.
Any good moments from your day? Michelle got an internship.
I did.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah. It's like part-time, unpaid, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
you know?
Like,
I've been hunting for a while, so.
Being unemployed is the worst. Because people think it's your choice.
Yeah. When you gonna get a job?
A lot of my friends who have jobs will like Snapchat me, oh, so you didn't get a job yet? Or like, oh, I'm going to work today. What are you doing?
That's so rude. It's as if we're like sitting at home like watching TV all day.
Yeah.
I didn't watch 1 second of TV today, I'll have you know. Not 1 minute of it.
I did, I think.
But like that's okay, like that's allowed. But like I think people think that we just sit around and like hope that a job will come along. But really, it's all that I'm doing when I'm not doing fun things.
I guess to be fair, it's not like I wasn't doing that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting around when I first graduated because, like, I just put in 4 years of nonstop work, extracurriculars, 2 study abroads, like 7 internships. Yeah, I think I deserve a little TV time, even though at school I would do stuff like finish Malcolm in the Middle in 2 weeks.
Malcolm in the Middle? Why Malcolm in the Middle?
Why not Malcolm in the Middle?
Okay.
Have you ever seen Bryan Cranston in Malcolm in the Middle?
I mean, I've seen Malcolm in the Middle.
Okay, but have you ever, like, seen Malcolm in the Middle?
No.
Like, have you watched it when you're older?
No. It was one of those shows that would, like, come on late at night after whatever I was watching. And I'd be like, eh. And I'd either fall asleep to it or turn it off.
Well, that's really sad, honestly. And I love Malcolm in the Middle. And now Frankie Muniz is on Dancing with the Stars.
He is.
I don't know if he's still on. I don't really watch too much. But he was real hype about it. And he was getting, like, all the good scores. I think he got, like, the first 30 out of 30. That could be totally wrong.
Wow.
But he's so hype about it. And he drives for NASCAR now. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that, but it's not surprising.
You think?
Yeah. Well, I feel like giving his, like, size and his image, he strikes me as, like, a NASCAR driver. He's, like, a small guy. You fit in a little car. And you just, like, drive.
Yeah.
You know? You have to be kind of a small person to do it because it's so, like, cramped. I know very little about NASCAR, but I assume.
I think you're right. I think what surprised me most about him now, and sorry if everyone thinks I'm tearing up right now, but I just got something in my eye.
Oh, no.
But,
she really loves Frankie Muniz. She's just tearing up.
Frankie Muniz called me, and I'm not interested in dating
He, like,
you.
might be listening. Considering where his career has gone, like,
Frankie,
he's really not in the public eye. He might be listening. He might have, like, found out through someone else.
If you're listening, email me at email.email at email.com. I was just going to say something really mean about Frankie Muniz, so I hope he's not listening, but I was going to say, he looks like a little gaunt now. Like, he's not aging
like, he's maybe
well.
unhealthy.
He still looks like the Malcolm we know as however old he was in the series, like a teenager or whatever, but his whole, like, his cheeks just sagged down, but the rest of him stayed put. You know what I mean? And he has, like, deep shadow, like, cheekbones. You know what I mean?
Like ghost Frankie Muniz.
He looks like a ghost. In the nicest way possible.
Yes.
Of course.
We hope you're well, Frankie.
Frankie, don't
hope you're doing
call
okay.
me or email me. But do get me tickets to Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. Not NASCAR.
Not NASCAR. Yeah.
So, should we talk about what we're doing today?
Oh, I had a really good segue.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Speaking of ghosts.
I ruined this. I was like, okay, moving on.
Michelle, I feel so
segment.
bad. Like, if you ever think I'm leading this podcast and you want to take charge, please just take the reins.
No, I
try
and, like, it's hard. So this is really our first podcast we've ever done, both of us, either of us. So we are all really just sort of learning as we go. So it is the hard part is knowing, like, when should we move forward into the thing we planned, and when should we just, like, keep talking about whatever we feel like talking about?
Yeah.
Because it's fun and, like, enjoyable.
Yeah.
But also, we don't want to, like, take up too much time on one thing, so that's something we are learning. And how to segue is a good skill to learn, I feel.
And, like, even though, you know, we're so in sync and we say the same thing sometimes, That was a really nice
What did
moment,
we
wasn't
say
it,
before?
earlier? When we
Yeah.
just, like, said the same thing. Anyway, even though we do that, you know, I can't read Michelle's mind.
No one
Sucks.
can.
I want to be that close to her, but I can't.
One day we'll have, like, twin telepathy.
I think so.
Yeah.
We just, like, have to go back in time and be twins first, I think.
Yeah. We'll just turn around and make that happen.
Yeah. All right. Well, so speaking of ghosts
Speaking of ghosts.
and telepathy, which is kind of spooky, this is our Halloween episode. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, should we, like, tell the truth and say we're not recording this on Halloween?
Well, I imagine that they know because, like, people who know me know that I'm not going to be recording on Halloween if they're seeing me on Halloween.
You're right.
But I'm, like, simultaneously doing both. Yes, it's not Halloween right now, but it'll be airing on Halloween.
And we're drinking Harvest Pumpkin Wheat beer from Blue Moon.
It's so good.
Thank you, Blue Moon.
I will endorse them.
Hashtag spons. Just
Spons,
kidding,
please,
it's not.
spons.
If you want to, though.
Please, come on, Blue Moon.
I have 2 refrigerators, so, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready
We
for
got the
this
room.
Blue Moon.
I do too, actually. Oh no! Our camera. We tried to fix it this
I
time.
thought I did, for real.
I
Okay.
don't- automatically. Why has it stopped automatically?
Because I thought I fixed it and I didn't.
Oh,
All right, Michelle, you introduce over.
maybe next time. Okay, so for Halloween, we'll be talking about something really fun that we think everyone has, and it's irrational fears. So we have some really great irrational fears that are pretty irrational and a little sad sometimes.
But they're real.
But they're real, and I think other people will relate.
And no one should devalue how afraid I am of something. Just
I'm really afraid of
it doesn't
irrational
fit
things.
your
Yeah.
fears.
Just don't judge. And we all know you have some irrational fears, so
And if you have one of the ones we say, like, that we have, then please let us know so we're not alone.
so we're not alone, and know that you're not alone.
yeah, you're not alone. It gets
You're not
better.
Thanks.
You get older, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten
Grow out
older,
of
and I
these.
think I've gotten more afraid of more things.
Me too.
If that's a sad thing
Because you're
to
more
say.
aware of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get more afraid of, like, real, actually scary and life-threatening things, as opposed to, like, when I was a kid, I had irrational fears that were really just truly irrational.
Yeah.
That, like, it couldn't harm me, it couldn't hurt me, but I was afraid of it.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'm totally
Yeah.
the same. What's the first one you wrote down for us?
I wrote down. Okay, so the first one I wrote down is that when I sleep in a hotel, I sleep on the bed furthest from the door because I'm afraid that I will get murdered.
And that's why you do that?
That's why I do that.
Oh my god.
If we stay in a hotel together, I have to
So-
sleep the bed whatever is furthest from the door.
So you know that, like, you will still get murdered? Because the person will enter your room.
I understand that if a murderer came into my hotel room, they would still kill me, even if I was further from the door. But I just figure, like, I won't be, like, head right next to the door sleeping, and then the door opens and a murderer walks in and I'm like, murderer! You know, I at least had the time to be further
react.
away and maybe process for a minute.
Maybe jump out
Maybe
the window.
jump out the window, maybe hide somewhere, maybe, like, I don't know, run out behind them, like, really slick. I don't know. But it's irrational. It doesn't make any sense.
Do you know what you're saying is, like, you would sacrifice the people
I
you
would
share a hotel
sacrifice the
room
people I
with.
would share a hotel with.
Yikes.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, mine's kind of similar to the first one, that someone is going to kill me when I'm home alone.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Always. And so when
Always.
I'm home alone, I leave all the lights on. I sleep with my door open. As if
Open?
that will deter... I don't know.
I understand a little
Something
bit.
about, like, why is the whole house empty, but I'm in this one compartment with my door closed, like, doesn't sit right with me.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know. So I sleep with everything open, and I think so I can, like, hear the sounds as they happen when the intruder comes in. Oh, it freaks me out.
So you're not caught off guard.
Right. And most of my friends from home know this because sometimes I'll, like, beg them to sleep over.
Yeah.
If my parents are out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, it's scary.
Yeah, I actually haven't slept alone in my house here
Really?
in a long time. Because someone's usually home. So, like, I haven't really had to. I guess if I did have to, I would probably be a little freaked out. It helps to have dogs. They help a little bit, but sometimes they do weird things and they make you think that something's happening. Like if they're growling or, like, I don't know, acting weird. Sometimes it puts me on edge. But I get that. I do get that.
I feel that.
So my second one is that I really hate veins and bones. I'm really afraid of them. And when people talk about them, my legs feel weird.
I can relate to that. I think I can. I don't know. I feel like looking at veins is really weird. I hate like seeing them. The other day I was looking at my palms and I was like, why do I have so many veins in my palm? And then I realized, oh, I'm a living human being.
With like blood in my
With like blood.
But it scares me. It really does.
Yeah, it does, because at any time you could like slice open.
Stop.
I know. It freaks me out.
I just get freaked out. Like if you're, it's really.
But what
really
about
too much.
bones? I don't get it. Oh, like
like
breaking.
No, just like the thought of bones,
like that they exist.
That they exist when I like can only deal with people cracking certain bones. And I don't know, when people describe themselves like hurting themselves, breaking their bones, or like if they cut themselves and you could see the bone. Oh, that really, really. But
like, how often does that happen to you? Someone cuts themselves and they're like, "Oh, Michelle, look at the bone."
No, not if I'm watching. If I watched it, I would probably throw up.
Oh, if you.
But
see
if they describe it to me, even if I hear it in a story,
yeah, I get a little freaked out by like bones, like the thought of them like rubbing on each other, and like my teeth.
Yes.
You know, like teeth, because they're bones.
Teeth, or like.
And I'll get like shivers if I like bite wrong, or sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like mid grind on my teeth, you know, and I'll be like, oh.
I grind my teeth, and I only realize it like half asleep, and I'm like, I caught myself. But I wear retainers now, so it stops it.
Yeah, they told me.
But I find myself biting them, like their
teeth.
Like I'll wake up and I'm like biting my retainers.
That's good. At least your retainers.
It's plastic, so it's like fine.
I'm supposed to do that, but I'm really bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know where my retainers are. Whoops.
Oops.
But yeah, my second one is death, but that's like a real fear. So
yeah, that's a very valid fear.
I think everyone, if you're not afraid of dying, honestly, I think you're a little weirdo.
It's like, people who are like, I've accepted it, it will happen. It's like, yeah, but
why? Why?
It's like, it's a scary thing to think of it all ending.
Yes, I used to like keep myself awake all night.
Thinking about death?
Thinking about it.
Oh, Haley.
I know, but I don't do that anymore. I think because like now my mind only can concentrate on one thing at a time for like 5 minutes at a time. And so I think eventually I like forget. The same thing happens when I like oh my God, it's gonna happen to me now. When I start like thinking of myself breathing, like when you stop, like when your body stops doing it for you.
And you're thinking about it.
Yeah, that freaks me out. I'll like have panic attacks, but not real panic attacks. I'm sorry to devalue panic attacks, but they're like panicky to me, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when I'm running, I'll be like...
You like freak out. Yeah. Yeah, I get sometimes when I'm running, like afraid that I won't be able to finish the run. Mm-hmm. And then that makes me really feel horrible. Like physically.
Winded and stuff?
Yeah. I'm like afraid that, like if it's like a hot day, I know that I'll probably get winded easier. So then I get afraid that I will get really winded. And then I do. I
actually have a running irrational fear.
Do you?
Which is tripping.
Oh.
And I'll like...
I don't think it's ever happened to me. Like
it has never... Thank you, Lord. Oh, here's your shout out, Christine. Happened to Christine, our friend.
She tripped while she's running?
Yeah, she was right outside her driveway, just tripped and ate it, like had the worst scratches. Oh, it was so sad, but like a little funny.
Oh, that's bad.
Like in hindsight, she'll laugh, maybe. Sorry, Steiner. But yeah, I just like, sometimes I'll be looking down when I'm running, and I feel like you're not really supposed to do that, but also, if there's cracks in the sidewalk and stuff, you know? Yeah. And then I think that like ruins, I don't know. I'm always like, oh my God, I'm gonna trip right now. Yeah. Also, I'm like really slow, so I don't pick up my feet high enough.
Oh, so then they'll skid?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's what I know.
That has happened to me. That will happen to me when I'm walking in sneakers sometimes. Like, I feel like the toe gets caught.
Yeah.
And then I'm suddenly just, like, tripping over my own feet, and I look like a fool. But that's really the only time that happens to me.
Yeah.
It's just not, like, I'm not gonna fall, but I just look dumb.
Yeah. That is also an irrational fear, looking
dumb.
In general.
I look dumb too much for it to be a fear.
I didn't write it down, but...
It's a fear of mine, but it's, like, lower on the fear scale because it happens all too often.
But what else do you have?
I am afraid of throwing up or seeing other people throw up. I've gotten a little bit better about it.
100%
College made me a little better about it because I had to deal with like people throwing up and having to take care of them.
Oh my God.
But
me and Michelle had a roommate who came home and was throwing up. And then Michelle
you were like, I said
in your bed, my bed, because she shared a room with this girl, and so she didn't like.
I was afraid she was gonna throw up.
So Michelle slept in my bed. I was so mad. I was like, of course,
I'm sorry.
Michelle. No, at first I was like, Michelle, you have to sleep in my bed. You have a busy day. Like, I totally understand. Please sleep in my bed with me. And we left the door open, remember, in case like anything
in case
happened.
she needed anything.
Yeah. And Michelle starfishes in my bed.
I never do this. Maybe I do this. My arms generally go like up above my head. They go to the side. I can't control them. They just do what they want.
And I was on the edge of my bed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The whole night, awake, just saying, oh my God, I hate Michelle.
I'm so sorry.
Thinking about how I would never do this again. Never let this happen again. But I would let it happen again.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I realize that it's an issue.
It's fun.
My arm goes like...
When I was little, me and my grandma used to sleep in the same bed. I would have sleepovers at our house, and she would wake me up and be like, you are brutally attacking me in my sleep. I'd be like kicking her as hard as I could, you know?
Yeah.
And I still do that. I'll wake up and all my covers will be in one ball on my bed.
My sisters do that.
How'd that happen?
They're like, all the sheets, like the fitted sheet is like off the bed.
That used to happen to me at school, but not at home. Because, Mom does the best at putting that fitted sheet on.
Puts the fitted sheet on really tightly.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. What's your next one?
I have... this one's really horrible, and you're going to hate it. Every time I have a pain in my Achilles tendon, I think it's going to snap.
Ah!
Because when I was in ballet, our ballet teacher told us, she was trying to teach us that when you plie, make sure your heels are always on the ground, or you'll shorten your Achilles tendons, and then when you go to jump and land, they'll snap. Because it's happened to people she knows. And so now every single time I'm freaked out that my Achilles is gonna snap and roll up like one of those like
a snap bracelet.
yeah, like a snap bracelet. Oh, it freaks me out.
That's so gross.
Just that'd be so painful. I don't want to.
I don't want to imagine.
Okay, you have to think. Let's move on because I hate it so much.
I'm afraid that when I get older, I'm gonna buy a house. It's gonna be my first house. I'll be so excited, and then it'll be haunted.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What's that Insidious? That movie where it's their new house, right? And they have a new baby, and it's haunted or whatever.
Oh
it's
my God,
cursed.
That's terrifying.
I'm very afraid of that.
I used to
because then I'll have to move out.
No, well, you don't have to. What if it's a friendly ghost?
I would still be scared.
I used to wish my house was haunted, and I would do the Ouija board when my house was
Oh, I'm afraid of Ouija boards.
We moved in 98, so I don't know when I was 12, but we would do the Ouija board. But my house is not old enough to be haunted.
Your house is brand new. It's not haunted.
It's not brand new, but
as far as Hillsborough houses go, it's pretty new.
It's not about to be haunted anytime soon.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm scared that it'll be haunted.
Oh man.
But I guess that's sort of rational, right? If you believe in ghosts, it's rational.
Yeah, sure. My next one's actual irrational, and the recording stopped. So
come on, man.
Why is this happening?
I don't know. Oh, that was fast though. That was a quick response.
Okay, good, because it's
we'll only have
such
to put
a
a
bitch
puppy
to
picture
edit.
up for a little bit. I know.
So my next one is actually rational, and it's Christine, thank you for completing my Venmo request from
Shout out
3 weeks ago. Anyway, so my next fear is rational, and it's that I think everything is a bomb when I'm on public transportation.
Okay.
And one time in particular, I was in the quiet car, New Jersey Transit.
Really?
Gotta love it.
Love New Jersey
and
Transit.
A conductor put his backpack on this seat, and it clearly was marked New Jersey Transit. And the whole time I was like, this is it.
This is the end.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is the day I die. And I was just terrified the whole ride. I didn't think maybe should I call the police? Because I was like, what if they're all in on it?
Oh my God. So not only was it a bomb public transportation, it was the authorities.
Yeah, because how are the
police
police going to stop a moving train if the conductor is the one,
If it's really
so
a conspiracy.
It could have just been Oh, man.
That's
but I'm
scary.
alive, so
She made it. It was not a bomb.
it didn't happen. But, you know, if you see something, say something. So I truly believe in it.
Yeah. No, it's true. You really should.
Mm-hmm.
My next one. Oh, when I'm standing on a bridge or something high, I'm afraid that I'll accidentally, like, jump off of it.
Accidentally
Or no,
jump.
not like jump, but accidentally my body will
Fall.
flail or something, or I'll have some sort of like, I'll throw myself off by accident.
Yeah.
Or like I'll throw my phone off.
I can relate.
Or I'll throw whatever I have in my hands, my car keys. Things that are like essential that it would be really bad and also dangerous for the people below if it fell off. I'm afraid that something will just happen to me and I'll just like, and throw my phone. Or throw myself.
I can relate to that. Oh my god, especially, like, not over a bridge, but when you're, like, over a subway grate.
Mm-hmm. That I'll be like,
always
oops.
like, my phone's going in my pocket right now.
Yeah.
It's not coming out.
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah. Over the BU bridge was always the scariest because there was that little, it was like a gate and this bridge over a highway and then
And
the
train
gate
tracks.
and train tracks and the water.
And the water.
And it's like a special thing. There was like a little bit underneath the fencing where it was probably like 6 inches tall where you really could like, if I dropped my phone on the ground and kicked it, it would go off the bridge.
Oh my god.
But I'm afraid that would happen.
Do you know what that reminds me of?
Right.
You know the mini golf place down the shore? Hole number...
Which one?
Like, the one we went to.
Inner city.
But how many times did you go there? Like, once?
Like once.
Oh, shoot, so you won't remember this. There's a hole...
You're like, hole number 6.
No, but really it is
As if I will literally remember.
But there's, like, this hole and, like, part of it, maybe, like, 5 inches of it, used to overhang the water and not have, like, a brick barrier. It would only have a rope that, like, was 2 inches above the ground. And so I always had anxiety about hitting my ball exactly there to get it in the water. Even though the hole was to the right and the
It would have to go
thing
past
was
it.
to the left. Like, you'd have to be real...
You'd have to, like, bank it off
You'd
the
have
side.
to try
Yeah.
to get it in the water. But it used to, like, give me anxiety every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
Not real anxiety, but
No.
real anxiety.
What's your next one?
My next one is showering during a thunderstorm.
Why? Explain this one.
Because
please.
when I was little, my mom wouldn't let me shower during a thunderstorm because she said that if the lightning struck while the water was hitting you, it could electrocute you.
If it struck what?
If it struck, like, the house or the pipes or something.
Oh, because if it struck the pipe, then it would go through the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michelle's
I don't
a
know if
skeptic.
I'm a skeptic of that one.
But it
I don't
still
know.
makes me nervous, and now people are like, Haley, just do it. Like, we're all alive. But, you know, there's going to come a day. It's going to be a freak
And you're gonna get
accident,
struck
and
by
I'm gonna hear it's going to happen to me.
Be a freak
Out of all
incident.
people.
Okay, I mean, for the amount of times that a thunderstorm happens while I'm showering, avoiding it is not that hard if you really want to avoid it.
It is pretty hard if you have somewhere to be.
Okay. Well, if I had somewhere to be, I would just
little,
do
and
it.
we'd, like, come in, like, from the pool because it started raining or thunderstorming, and then
Yeah.
I would want to shower, and then I couldn't.
You couldn't because it was thunderstorming.
But
Ugh.
it freaks me out.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it would be fun to be electrocuted.
No, I doubt it. So my next one is that I'm afraid, like, of looking in mirrors late at night. And I think this is connected to the whole Bloody Mary thing.
It has to
But
be.
it has to be. I never tried it, but it has to be. And also, I'm afraid of, like, being in a room already and looking at the mirror when I turn the light on. Because I'm afraid, like, horror movie style, if I turn the light on, someone's going to, like, show up behind me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but who goes into a room and then turns the light on?
Well, like, my bathroom has the light right inside, but the mirror's also there, so I walk in and I'm already in front of the mirror and then I turn the light on.
Oh.
So I will try not to look at the mirror when the light goes on. Because I'm afraid
I
that I'll
like
see
that.
someone behind me
I
when the
think
light
that's
flashes
rational.
on.
That's
Well, it's not, because
completely
who's going to be
rational.
behind me and I wouldn't see them when I walked into my bathroom? I mean, a ghost,
A
obviously.
ghost.
Like Bloody Mary herself. But that's questionable.
I think it's real.
It's real. Okay.
I'm scared of it too now.
I'm scared of it. Someone got me this book once that was like stories for girls. I don't know why. I don't know. I really am still wondering what it was for.
Wait, do you still have it?
I should get it.
Okay,
I have it somewhere. It's
bring
actually
it to
like a
us.
really nice hardcover book. But there was a part of it that touched on Bloody Mary, and I don't know why, but it was a very detailed story about her, like her whole history and who she was as a real person, and then how to do the whole like
Bloody Mary thing.
Bloody Mary at midnight or whatever it is thing in front of the mirror. And I read it, and then I was scared for like weeks. I was a chicken child.
I mean, I'm a
couldn't.
chicken adult.
Yeah, me too.
And that freaks me out now.
Yeah. I can like rationalize things now. When I was a
Yeah.
kid, I was like, ghosts are everywhere. You know?
Well, my next fear is sort of a dream also. I keep having this like recurring anxiety dream that I'm driving a bunch of people from my past and my brakes don't work in my car, but I can like turn to avoid hitting things.
Oh my God.
Like I can still turn.
Yeah.
It's like,
So you're not crashing.
right. So I'm not crashing into anything. And
Yeah.
I never crash into anything in the dream. But it freaks me out now. Like I always think my brakes aren't working.
Yeah.
And if you've been in the
that
car
scares
with
me
me,
too.
I
If your
say-
brakes like just like snap, that's really
Especially
scary.
because
That's a rational fear.
One time I was driving my car and my brakes were like moaning, and
God.
when I went to the dealer, they were like, "Oh, that's because you have a sport vehicle, so it's normal." And then I was like, okay. And then on my like inspection report, it was like brake pads will need replacing, and I was like, you should have just done them.
Oh my
Because it
God.
freaks
You have a sport
me out.
vehicle. The moaning is normal. Like I question that.
If your car isn't making any noise but vroom, then
It should sound exactly like vroom. If it does not, call the dealer.
it should be a very monotone vroom.
Just a very short one. Like when you start, it's like vroom. Just very
That's it.
quick, and that's it.
That's
should be
it.
Utterly
That should
silent.
it should be basically a Prius. And why aren't all cars Prius?
I hate Priuses.
Yeah, but they're
You
so
have to
quiet.
like put all of your weight on the gas pedal and make it move.
Oh, I've never driven one.
That's what I learned to drive on with the driving school.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I
when they
didn't
let you
have
borrow
that
their
one.
car. But
Oh man.
anyway,
Do you have
do you have
one?
more? I have. Okay, so I have a few.
I only have one. I have 0 more.
Actually, I have 3 from when I was a kid that were super irrational.
Yeah, I want to know.
So I used to be afraid of Santa Claus.
But why?
Like, I really can't even tell you. I don't know. It was just like I couldn't deal with the fact. I mean, I guess it's like sort of rational. It's this man is coming into your house unannounced. I mean, he's announced, but he's like breaking in and just kind of like eating cookies, hanging out for a minute, and then leaving. He gives you presents, but still this is a strange man. Never
how
met
did your
him.
parents justify this to you?
Oh
I
my
wanna
God.
know.
So, my parents kept it going for a long time.
That Santa was real, or that you should be afraid of Santa Claus?
Oh my God, no, they really hated that I was afraid of him. Because I would be like, oh, can I sleep in your room with you? Because I was so afraid. But that kind of ruins everything for Christmas because then I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm awake.
Yeah.
So Santa doesn't come when you're awake. And so it was very difficult for them to be like, calm down, chill out, it's fine. He'll be in the living room. He won't come near you. You'll never see him. He'll just leave presents. He'll come, he'll do his thing, he'll leave. You'll never interact. But I really was just so afraid. Like all of Christmas Eve, I would be thinking about it. So
my
we'd be at church
God.
and I'd be like, oh my God, Santa's gonna come tonight. Like, how many more hours? Oh my God. And we'd be at dinner and I'd be like, oh my God, it's like 7 o'clock. I'm gonna have to go to bed in like 3 hours. I'd be like freaking out. Like my stomach would hurt. I would be so afraid.
Oh no.
And then it'd be fine the next morning, but they'd show me.
Oh no.
So my parents would make a video of it.
Of it happening?
Of
Santa
Santa coming in.
Wow.
They would leave the
dedicated.
I know. They would leave the camcorder out and they would videotape Santa, full Santa costume, full presents, everything. He appeared. We didn't have a chimney, so he'd appear and disappear. Like really, it was real. And they kept this going till I was in like 5th grade.
I really love your parents.
I know. They're extra about everything. They make such a big production
So
about
then
everything.
how
It's
did you
so
find
funny.
out? They told you, or you...
Do you think any kids are listening?
Well, what I mean to say is How did you find out that you were too old for Santa to keep coming to your house and now it had to be your parents?
That's true. So I reached a certain age, and I found this present in our downstairs office, like the extra room, and it was this crystal set I had asked for on my Christmas list, and I saw it. And I went, I asked for that for Christmas.
Only
so
to
the
Santa?
true test will be if it comes from Santa or from my parents, and it came from Santa.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, it's over. But I had been like convincing people on the school bus. I was like, we have video footage. Santa's real. And people would be like, he's not real. You're so dumb. And I would really stand up for this. Even though I was so afraid of him.
I would stand up for him.
I really stood up for it. Until I was a little old.
You know, I don't know when I found out. I can't remember when it was, but I went in my dad's office and I matched the gift tags on the Santa presents to my mom's handwriting.
Oh, you really like sleuthed it out.
It wasn't on purpose though.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it was sad.
Oh, that is sad.
And the movie recording stuff.
Oh.
But that was like the moment.
Yeah, that's always sad. It's like, I mean, I feel like it's better for you to find out accidentally than be that kind of kid who's like, oh, I'm gonna prove it's fake, you know? Those are like jerk kids. I don't like them.
What's
but
another one?
Also, so I was afraid of people dressed up in costumes that cover their faces. So like when you'd go to Disney and you'd meet Pooh Bear and Tigger,
even then.
I would sob.
No.
I was like, no, get away from me, because they were just they were scary. I don't know why.
I have that fear now if it's like adult people where they shouldn't be.
Okay, like Times Square, yeah, they're scary, but like in Disney, like that's part of the package.
Yeah.
So
get your picture taken with them for money.
Now I'm cool with it, but when I was little, it was.
What's your last one?
I was afraid of getting lost.
In general?
In general, I was afraid of getting lost. I was afraid of losing my mom. I was very, very attached to my mom. So we'd be like in the supermarket, and I would turn around, and she'd be behind me, like her back to me, and I would be like, I lost her, I'm lost, whoa! And I'd freak out. And she'd be like, Michelle, I'm right here. I was like really a little neurotic as a kid.
I was never afraid of that. I don't know why though, because I should have been, because my parents were always leaving me. I'm the youngest kid, so it's like, oh, she's following us. Like, we don't have to
Juliana,
look back.
that's so true, because we would leave Juliana places.
Yeah.
We left her in Aeropostale once in the mall. And my mom, like, had a cow, because my older sister was supposed to be with her. And she was, like, suddenly behind us, like, hey, what's up? And my mom's like, where's Juliana? And she's like, oh! We went back to Aeropostale. She was, like, still in the fitting room. She, like, didn't even realize.
I thought it was kind of fun when I would, like, lose my mom in the grocery store.
Oh, my God, no.
But I knew she was still in the grocery store.
I literally would think, like, she drove away, she went home, she's never coming back, I'm lost forever. That's where my brain would immediately go.
That's sad.
Even though, like, my mom would never leave me somewhere.
No.
She knew I was too crazy to leave me somewhere. I would be so traumatized.
But did you ever have, like, a meeting point just in case? I never had that, but a lot of people do.
No, but she told me that I could go to customer service and say, can you call Kathy Ciccotelli?
Oh, and they would know?
And they would go over the loudspeaker and say, Kathy Ciccotelli.
Oh, over the loudspeaker.
I knew her cell phone number.
Oh.
So that was fine. I knew our home phone. So, realistically, if I had gotten lost, I could have gotten myself found again.
Yeah.
If I found a police officer or a person who worked at a store and said, can you call this phone number?
Yeah.
And tell them I'm here. But I was so crazy.
I think it's funny how in, like, Disney and Universal they have child, like, pickup points, basically.
Yeah.
Just in case.
They have Six Flags, too.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right, so are those all yours?
Those are all of mine.
So I think we should go through this
I love
BuzzFeed
this thing.
list
It's so funny.
of 22 irrational fears that are actually perfectly normal, and we're going to see if we have them. So we'll do them, not like really that quick fire. The first one is closed shower curtains and the murderer waiting on the other side.
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
Like every
check.
time you're in the shower?
No. It's not when I'm in the shower.
When you go in the bathroom?
I go in the bathroom, and if I'm feeling a little, particularly on edge one day, and I used to do it every time when I was a kid, but now I've gotten a little better. I'll go to the bathroom, and the shower curtain will be closed. I'll be like, there might be someone behind that. So I'll open it and just peek, and no one's there, and then I'll just go to the bathroom and it'll be fine.
But, if you peeked and there was a murderer, you would just chop your head off.
Yes. But also I've been afraid of finding, like, a monster.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like a weird, like,
For sure.
like swamp creature.
100%.
I've been afraid of that. I've been afraid of finding like sort of like a Golem-esque figure.
Yeah. No.
But
by
like
me
the girl
saying
from The
yes,
Ring.
I'm really disagreeing, honestly.
Okay. It's irrational.
The next one, I've never had that fear. The next one is flushing airplane toilets, which I do have. This
You know I won't go to the bathroom.
I used to be the same way. And then one time I was flying to Boston, which is a 30-minute flight, and I had to pee so bad, and I just had to do it. And the man, by the way, next to me was like so mad because he was like, "This is a 30-minute flight, and you're asking me to get up so you can go to the bathroom." But I was like, I just have to bite the bullet. And then ever since then, I've been like, you know what? This is a bathroom here for my use, and I should use it.
I have gotten better on airplanes, but when I was a freshman in high school, I went to London with my aunt, and I went the entire flight and did not go to the bathroom.
When I went to Italy when I was in 5th grade,
I was afraid.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
You know what?
I even think I tried to go and I couldn't go.
Were you afraid of the bathroom itself or another thing?
Because I was afraid like we would hit turbulence and everything would come up out of the toilet.
Oh, I was afraid that standing up would cause the plane to malfunction. Like,
oh my god!
This is another irrational fear. Like, literally, because
your small body, standing up,
my small body, which is larger now, but still not as large as some people who go on planes, would cause the plane to go down because I stood up, even though all my mass is the same.
Mm-hmm.
All my
nothing
weight
has
is
changed.
Same.
You've moved your position.
Nothing has changed.
That's so funny.
I know.
Okay, what's this next one?
Falling down that space in a spiral staircase. No. Oh, the middle space. No.
I kind of think it's cool to look down spiral staircases. Like, they look really pretty.
Yeah, I don't have that fear.
No.
What about long underground tunnels?
No, they're kind of quiet and nice.
I sort of do like that. What's that tunnel?
Going the Lincoln Tunnel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's under the water.
Yeah.
And my dad used to be like, hold your breath because we're underwater. And I used to try, but like then you'd like pass out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I never passed out from it, but...
Yeah, we used to like play that game.
Walking over sidewalk grates and cellar doors. For sure.
No. Oh, this is really weird, but sometimes I like to walk over them because they're warm.
No, that's not weird.
Okay.
That's not weird. I've done that as well. Driving over bridges.
No.
Yes, but only the Tappan Zee Bridge.
But it's new now, though.
But the old one?
The old one, yeah. That's understandable.
Was 20 years expired.
That's understandable. It was long overdue.
What about every single species of bird?
I don't like them because they're unpredictable, but I'm not, like, irrationally afraid of them. Yeah. Like, if they're outside, it's fine.
Yeah.
Unless it's a goose. They kind of scare me.
Yeah. What about becoming convinced there's someone in the trunk of your car? Why would someone be in the trunk of your car?
That particular image, it's a picture of a woman in a car and this guy holding an axe in the back seat.
But it's a shadow.
That image is like exactly what I'm afraid of. So I heard this like urban legend once that is that what it's called? An urban legend? Yeah. Right?
Sure.
And I don't know. It's like a wives' tale, whatever. And I heard that there was one where a woman was driving and this truck kept flashing their brights behind her. And she was like, oh my god, this truck is following me. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And then she finally he follows her all the way home and then turns off. And so she pulls into her driveway and thinks she's safe. But it turns out that there was a man in the back seat with an axe the whole time. And the truck was trying to tell her by flashing its lights. Yeah, it's not real, but it's scary. So that's what I'm afraid of.
The next one I like, touching dryer lint.
No, I think it's kind of satisfying to take it out of the dryer and be like,
I really
I accomplished something.
I kind of like the feeling of, I don't play with it or anything. It goes right in the garbage, but it's kind of like,
oh, it's clean.
Whoop!
Yeah, it's a nice little scoop.
What about swimming in dark water? I will never. Not even in my pool.
You won't go night swimming?
I have the light.
Oh, the light. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
What about elevators?
I'm not really afraid of them. I guess it's a little scary to think about getting stuck in them, but...
I get a little pit in my stomach when we go down, but that's because I'm afraid of everything. It's kind of fun, though. Like rides and stuff.
Oh. I like elevators that go up and down really fast.
Oh my god. Driving under a height limit.
Oh yeah,
bar.
I duck my head sometimes. Do you ever do that?
No.
So my parents have a Dodge Durango, so it's like a big car. So going into like parking decks, sometimes I'll be like, oh my god, this is gonna be a tight squeeze, and like I know I'll fit because I've seen my parents drive the car into the parking deck. But I'll, like, duck, because I think if I duck, maybe it'll make it fit better.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Open closet doors. No.
That used to be a big fear of mine, but I've gotten over it.
My closet's like a slider, so I feel like no one could fit there. Finding a spider in your shoe.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
like if this happened to me, I would be very upset.
That never happened to you?
No? This happened to you?
Oh, not a spider, but I got a like a silverfish in my shoe once.
Oh.
And I didn't realize until it was on my leg. So I put my foot in my shoe and then it crawled up my leg. But so now every time, only if my shoes are in the garage, I put my hands in them first and check. And I shake them out.
I don't like that.
So forever, like I will always do that.
The next one's holding babies.
I would say it's more intimidating.
Yeah. I held my first baby and he was 6 months, so.
That was the first baby you ever held?
Yeah, because I was like, it's your baby.
you can hold it. That's so, I love holding babies. And no one ever
asks me, you know? I'm like still kind of the baby in my family, so if there's like a new real baby in my family, everyone's like, to the next person, the next adult who is of child rearing.
So they trust them.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, believing your arm will never regain feeling after it goes numb.
No. It scares me, but I'm not afraid it'll like have to get amputated.
I think it happens so often that
all the time.
Yeah.
I sleep in my arm so much and I wake up and I'm like, oops.
What about that Novocaine will never wear off?
A little bit.
I've only had it once.
I had it a couple times, but one was in my hand and I knew it was gonna wear off. But then when they did it for my wisdom teeth, they told me that like I might lose feeling in my lower jaw like forever. And because I had a nerve really close to my wisdom tooth, so I was like, oh God. And for the whole day I was like, please come back, like touching my chin, like, oh my God, please. And it came back. It was fine. I can feel my chin now, but I was very afraid it wouldn't come back, and until I felt it again, I was not going to rest.
Wow. I never had that. Novocaine's weird though.
It is weird.
Driving behind, this is a picture of like a truck with like flammable gases in it. Driving behind one of those. For sure. And also those trucks that hold all the, oh my God, I can't speak today. That hold all those cars.
Or like the logs.
Or the logs? What logs?
You never seen trucks that have like a bunch of logs on them?
No.
Okay.
What about getting a Charlie horse the second you step off the treadmill? No. Not at all. The possibility of a friend from the sewer ending up in your toilet. Oh yeah. Every day.
Also, like bugs. I'm afraid bugs will end up in the toilet and then like crawl their little selves up.
All the stink bugs I've ever flushed, I'm afraid will band together.
They'll be like, we're coming
and be
back!
like, oh, that's Haley's butt. Let's move out, boys. You know.
Here we go. Sweet revenge.
Here we go. Consuming expired food. This is my biggest fear.
Oh yeah.
Because I've had food poisoning. So
you did have food poisoning.
Yeah, and it was horrible.
I don't think I've ever gotten food poisoning.
Thank God. Knock on wood. Where's the wood?
Knock on wood.
Everyone knock. And the last one is doing things like this. Oh, and it's like standing on one of those high rises with the glass floors.
Yeah.
So you like see everything below you. This doesn't scare me.
No, not really. Because I know it's a floor. They wouldn't build it if I was going to fall through it.
Yeah.
It's same with roller coasters. It's like, if I was going to die on this, they wouldn't build it.
No,
because they'd get in so much trouble. Oh, no, our camera!
Oh, no. Okay. Well.
We have to say goodbye on camera. Okay.
I don't agree with you about that roller coaster thing, because I think roller coasters were invented for us to die. Anyway.
Oh.
Another irrational
That is
fear.
a whole episode.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed going down this spooky path with us.
So spooky.
Happy Halloween to everyone. I hope be safe. And
have fun trick-or-treating.
Listen to this podcast before you go out.
Yeah, while you're getting into the costume.
Yeah. For sure. All right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. See